Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will show you how to set up a local YUM or DNF repository on RHEL 10 step by step. If you are working in a restricted, air-gapped or offline environment, or you want faster package installation without relying on Red Hat online repositories, this tutorial is exactly for you. Let's get started. Why do we need a local repository? A local repository is commonly used for the following reasons: offline or air-gapped environments, faster package installation, reduced dependency on Red Hat Subscription Manager, ideal for data centers, labs and production servers, and centralized package management. Before proceeding, make sure you have a running RHEL 10 system, a local user with sudo access, RHEL 10 ISO file, and at least 10 to 15 GB free disk space. Note: in my case, my RHEL 10 system is already registered using developer subscription. I have already copied RHEL 10 ISO file to this system. Without any further delay, let's deep dive into the actual step. As you can see, I have already taken the SSH session of my RHEL 10 system. First step is to mount the RHEL 10 ISO file. Let's mount it under mnt folder using the command mount. Verify the mount, run the command df -h rep. Alright, this confirms that our ISO file is mounted under /mnt folder. Next, install the required tools like create repo and HTTP. For that, run the command sudo Next step is to copy RPM packages to the local repository directory. As I am planning to expose my repository over the HTTP protocol, so I will be creating a local repository directory under var www.html folder. Let's create that folder. So this is my repository folder name, RHEL 10-repo. Hit enter. Now copy the packages from the repository like AppStream and BaseOS to this folder. For that, run the command sudo space This command will copy all the packages from this AppStream folder under this RHEL 10 repo folder. Alright, let's copy the BaseOS packages as well. Output confirms that BaseOS package is also copied. Let's verify it. The output confirms that AppStream as well as BaseOS folder along with all the packages are copied under this RHEL 10 repo. Next, generate the metadata for both the repositories, AppStream as well as BaseOS. For that, you need to run the command sudo create repo This command will generate the metadata for this BaseOS repo. Similarly, create the metadata for AppStream repo. In future, if you add more packages to these repositories, then you need to run the command -update followed by the repo name. So this needs to run whenever new packages are added to these repositories. Next, start the Apache service so that local repository can be served over HTTP protocol to the client machines. For that, you need to run the command verify this Apache service. Output Output confirms that Apache service is up and running. Also allow the HTTP service through the firewall using the firewall cmd command. Sorry, typo. It's firewall. Now reload the service. Now try to access this repository over the web. First, get the IP address of your RHEL 10 system. For that, run the command IP space A space S. This is the IP. Type here http:// p address. Type RHEL 10 -repo. Hit enter. I can see both the repositories are visible, AppStream and BaseOS. These are the packages under this AppStream. Go back to the CLI. Next step is to configure the client machine to use this repository. If we want this repo server on the same machine where you have configured this local repository, first we need to unregister from the subscription. For that, we need to run the command sudo subscription manager space unregister. Next, create a repo file that points to the HTTP server. And that repo file must be created under etc yum.repos.d folder. So in your case, you might need to replace this IP address. The rest of the things will remain the same. Just save and close the file. Next, edit the subscription manager.conf file. Set this enabled equals to 0. Save and close the file. Next, refresh the repo cache. Run the command now test this repository by installing a sample package, let's say a telnet. Output confirms that we are using two repo with the name local RHEL 10 AppStream and local RHEL 10 BaseOS. Let's try to install the telnet package. Run the command sudo DNF install telnet space -y. Output confirms that telnet package has been installed using our local repo. Let's try to configure this repository on the client machine as well. I have already taken the SSH session of my RHEL 10 client machine. This is the IP address of my client machine, and you can see this is on the same network. Alright, first we need to unregister from the Red Hat network. For that, we need to run the command sudo next, create the repo file under etc yum.repos.d folder with the name rhl10.repo. This is my repository server IP, and it is trying to access it over the HTTP protocol. And this is the name of my repo, that is local RHEL 10 AppStream, and same local RHEL 10 BaseOS repo. Now save and close the file. Next, refresh the repo cache. Before that, we need to edit this subscription manager conf file, and we need to disable that parameter. Change 1 to 0. Save and close the file. Now refresh the repo cache. Run DNF clean all and DNF make cache. Try to install the package. Let's say telnet on this client machine as well. Output confirms that telnet package is installed via the repository local-AppStream, which is our local repository server that we have configured on our server side. That's it. You have successfully configured a local yum or DNF repository on RHEL system using the ISO file. If you found this video helpful, like the video, share it with your Linux friends, subscribe to the channel for more Linux, DevOps and Kubernetes tutorials. Drop your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.